No mai haere mai eti, we welcome back to Bruce Pulman Park for your New Zealand Rugby League Secondary School Nationals. This time we'll be turning our attention back to the boys championship grade where Tauranga Boys College will be taking on Wesley College. Wesley College only just down the road here from Bruce Pulman Park, but have a few players who no doubt will play a key role for them as we're underway with Tauranga Boys in the dark strip with first touch of the football, and it goes a bit astray and they end up on the in goal. And Wesley College, what a start for them, forcing a goal line dropout to start with, and Tauranga Boys not the start they would have wanted, forcing a goal line dropout early on, and Tauranga Boys will need to withhold the pressure here from Wesley College to hold them out here. As we see them drop it out from under the sticks. A bit of a bobble there from David Vere, but it gets the hand eventually for Pohiva to start their set 15 metres out from the Tauranga try line. They work back towards the middle through Lomisia Tuaisi. And not too far out from the Tauranga try line now. They go back to the open side and they find Fotu. Gets it onto David Vere, who jinks and jives, finds a bit of space but doesn't quite break through the Tauranga defence. And back in at dummy half again. Was a bit of space to the left but doesn't quite see it. And it doesn't quite go to hand for Wesley College. And an early error there. An early error from Wesley College. Not how they would have wanted to start, but Tauranga just holding them out. And going to be an important start here for Tauranga Boys to redeem themselves after the sloppy start with the kickoff and work their way out of their own end to a better spot here. As we see them just packing down the scrum now, and Josiah Sawa to feed the scrum for Tauranga, and off the back of it, referee bringing them back just wasn't happy enough with how they packed it down, so we're going to see them repack it again. And we see the ball come free from the scrum. They go through Sean Lessar and get it on to their outside backs to get them working up the field. A great first leg carry there for Howard Harris, and shifted it on again. And another good first up effort there, taking multiple defenders to stop for Tauranga Boys. Trying to find a quick play the ball. A good carry there from Rusiate Govu. Mikey in at dummy half, looking at his options, and they end up going right. Ends up getting to hand for Vaulu. And it's working their way up over the 40 metre line now. Will be crucial here for them to continue working up the field. A great offload there, gets into the hands of Mikey. But a cheeky footwork, doesn't quite fool anyone, but they cross over the halfway line leading into the last tackle of their set now. And they go left to Josiah Sawa, who puts it up and finds some space in behind the Wesley defence. And the ball goes into touch. So it's going to be a Wesley play the ball about 20 metres out from their own try line. You see Wesley just getting towards their play the ball now, and we'll get the game back underway. And a great first up carry there to start their set for Wesley, about 25 metres out from their own try line. Gets the defence napping a bit. They're going to need to work off the back of this, and a great carry there for Wesley. Gets the offload away. Doesn't quite go to hand for the rest of the team, and Tauranga Boys get possession of it over the halfway. A cheeky bit of footwork there from Tavita Tavalu. And a good start here for Tauranga Boys. Working their way back up the field now, and Sean Lessar tries to go down the blind side. Gets stopped on his tracks. And they're going to work their way back towards the middle now. They get to Samuel Sawa as well. About 28 metres out from the Wesley College try line. They work back towards the open side. They find Govu. Takes big first up contact there from David Vea and takes a bit of stopping, but some good post-contact meters for Tauranga boys, gets them closer to the try line. They go right to Lesar, who finds Tavalu off the back of that. Some nippy footwork there from the big fullback. And they're going to need to get to their kick here as Tauranga boys, leading into last tackle. And they get to their kick. They go left. It goes up and it ends up in the hands of Howard Harris. And they complete their set there. A good spot for Tauranga boys to complete their set. Probably not the kick that they wanted, but they can be happy with completing their sets down here and making Wesley College work out of their own end now. As we see them just starting to restart play. Junior Collins filling in at dummy half for a bit, and some great pressure there from Lucas Tola as well out of marker, as well as Howard Harris. And the referee just making sure they play it on the right markers. Wesley get the ball away to Junior Collins. Another big fullback as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how he matches up against Junior Collins on the Wesley side as well. Between Junior Collins and Tavita Tavalu, the battle of the fullbacks today is Wesley College working their way back up the field now, and a great carry there, breaks the initial contact. Does Daniel Pennyvai. And earns himself a penalty as well. A great carry there for Wesley, getting them over the halfway line, trying to find a quick play. The ball there was Epeli Pohiva, and rewarded with a penalty for it. And starting their set just about 25 metres out from their own try line. And exactly where Wesley College will want to be early on to start this game. A great start from Walter Tausala to the set. 10 metres out from the Tauranga Boys College try line now. They work their way back towards the middle. Doesn't quite get the pass away, does Jermaine Edwards. And they're going to need to get it away now. Tausala filling in at dummy half, takes it himself. Nearly gets away from the defence from Tauranga Boys. Breaks a couple of tackles and goes close. And he dots over for the try. Walter Tausala opens up the scoring for Wesley College. Gets away from a couple of Tauranga defenders as we see him a bit hobbled after that one. But a great first up effort there for Walter Tausala, filling in at dummy half, breaking through a couple of tackles and dotting over himself. As we take a look at the replay, just had to fill in at dummy half with Jermaine Edwards. Gets away from the defense of Maike for Tauranga Boys, as well as the defense from Vaulu. Just does enough to get towards the try line, dots over, and cops a bit of a whack on the knees for it as well. But as we see him getting taken off in the background, a massive effort for him to dot over, albeit at the cost of his own body. So we hope that Walter Tausala is okay. But Wesley College strike first on the scoreboard and 4 points to 0 up over Tauranga Boys. With just over 8 minutes gone, and we see the kick at goal doesn't quite get over the stick. So Wesley College 4 points to 0 up over Tauranga Boys so far, and exactly how Wesley would have wanted to start, just applying the pressure to Tauranga Boys, and eventually they cracked. And now Wesley College with the lead on the scoreboard, and no doubt they've got all the momentum at the moment to hopefully capitalise on where they're at the moment. Tauranga Boys will just need to regroup themselves. They've got some class players across their side as well. Tavita Tavalu at the fullback for Tauranga Boys looks dangerous if he has enough time with the ball in hand. He could look to break the game open, as Tauranga Boys get us back underway and ends up in the hands of Pohiva. And a big carry off the back fence and end up taken well by Govil there for Tauranga Boys. They work their way to Homer Fotu and doesn't quite go to hand for Fotu. And they end up with a bit of an error there for Wesley College, and Tauranga Boys setting themselves up to make the most of an opportunity here with a scrum. The Tauranga boys they look quite dangerous with ball in hand. They've just got to make the most of their opportunities, and they've got a really good one here to try and strike while the iron's hot. They're in prime real estate here, and off the back of the scrum, they play short from Lassar out to his centre and Howard Harrison. Just need to settle their attack and don't need to do anything too over the top to capitalise here. They find their way out to Govil, who breaks through a couple of tackles and gets a few post-contact metres for his efforts, and needs to get to a quick play the ball here, which he does. And Mikey out of dummy half, he gets over. Does he get it down? The referee says yes, he gets it down, and it was the try. And just as we say, Tauranga boys needed to capitalise on their efforts. That's exactly what they do down the centre of the field. Look up the scoreboard at 4 points apiece as we take a look at the replay. And Mikey just looking up at dummy half. Looks to go left, but ends up going right instead, and just does enough to break through the defence of Wesley College down on their try line. And locks up the scoreboard at 4 points apiece. No doubt Sean Lessar will try and add the extras here for Tauranga boys to hopefully take the lead with just over 8 minutes left in this first half here at Bruce Pulman Park. And the Sports Championship matchup here between Tauranga Boys College and Wesley College. As you see, Sean Lessar had the extras for Tauranga Boys. They extend their lead. Well, they take the lead rather, 6 points to 4 over Wesley College with just over 8 minutes left in this first half here at Cornwall Park, or Bruce Pulman Park, sorry. A great last few minutes here from Tauranga boys, just really starting to find their strides against a Wesley College side who have some class across the field. As you see, Wesley College just slowly making their way back up to halfway now, and no doubt they would have regrouped after leaking points through the defence and giving up the lead to Tauranga boys. They won't want to head into the halftime break on the opposite end of the scoreboard. So we get back underway and they go short, and it ends up back in the hands of Victor Field. What a play from Wesley College to pull off from halfway, and now they end up in prime real estate here to make the most of an attacking opportunity here. 2 metres out from the try line, they go through Fortu to Junior Collins. Doesn't quite get there, but the option's there from Fortu and Collins to break through. It goes back to Fortu again, who dummies and takes it himself, breaks through a couple of tackles, doesn't quite get there. And Edwards in at dummy half finds Pohiva, breaks through a couple of tackles. Epeli Pohiva. Just as Tauranga boys add their points to the board, Wesley strike back off a cheeky little play from halfway. And Pohiva capitalises on that as we go back to the kick-off. And what a play here from Wesley College. Just realise that the defence is a bit too far back from the kick-off, and it ends up in the hands of Victor Field. And they march their way up the field. And then we see Epeli Pohiva in that first receiver, throws a big dummy, breaks through the defence of Lua Tia for Tauranga boys, dives over and takes the lead back to Wesley College. And now Wesley back in front, 8 points to 6 with a kick to come. And Wesley College here just looking to add the extras. And Lennox Akana adds the extras doesn't add the extras for Wesley College. Holds their leads to 8 points to 6. And Tauranga boys can count themselves lucky that Wesley didn't add the extras there. 8 points to 6. Wesley leading over Tauranga boys as we head into the last 5 minutes of our first half here at Bruce Pulman Park. Nearly at the end of day one for of our New Zealand Rugby League Secondary School Nationals. No doubt for these boys, after today will be a long afternoon of rest for these lads when they need to turn up for day 2 again tomorrow. And they want to turn up for day 2 ready to go, because it'll take massive efforts tomorrow for either of these sides to want to play finals football come Saturday afternoon and leading into Sunday as well, as Tauranga boys get us back underway through the boot of Tavalu. Ends up in the hands of Pahiva, who took the lead back for Wesley and gets a good first up carry off the back fence for Wesley. Edwards in at dummy half finds his front rowing partner and Daniel Penny-Vai, and need to start playing off the back of momentum like that. They find Fotu, who hands it off to his back rower and Tavita Liu, and a great carry to settle the attack there. About 40 metres out from their own try line. A bit of wonky service at a dummy half there, but play's allowed to continue. And they're going to need to get themselves back out of this end of the field to get down the other end of the field as they find some space down the other end. And his foot slides into touch here down the right-hand channel. The space was there for Wesley College to make the most of that opportunity, but just doesn't quite stay in the field. As we take a look at the replay, great hands there from Victor Field to find Junior Collins down the right edge. And then have hands it off to Lomisi Tuaisi as well. And just unfortunately, his foot slides into touch. And we're left with no option but a play the ball for Tauranga Boys College. So great work from our referees to get that one right. And we move on with play with Tauranga Boys starting 45 metres out from their own try line. And working their way up the field. A great carry there for Tauranga Boys from Ephraim Baker Taingahui. And that pass doesn't quite go to hand. Doesn't quite go to hand for Wesley College either. And we end up with a double knock on. Looks as though the first one was against Tauranga Boys, so we're going to have a scrum for Wesley College. And another opportunity here for Wesley College to play off the back of what they just could have had. And it's going to take a big effort here from Tauranga Boys to limit the momentum that Wesley College have at the moment. As we see Wesley College just slowly starting to settle. And we finally get out of the scrum from Fotu. Working their way back up the field now. Some big contact there from Sean Lessar. Just a bit too much in that tackle there from Lessar. A little bit too dangerous for our referees' liking. So they get a penalty for their efforts. Do Wesley College. And just probably a little bit too far over the horizontal as they choose to tap and go as we're inside the last 2 minutes. Wesley College just slowly working their way up the field now, and they find Pahiva, the try scorer from not too long ago, with a good carry to settle the attack here. And another great carry there from Daniel Penny-Vai for Wesley College. Just playing it safe at the moment and not overplaying their hand, and Victor Field taking the ball deep into the line. Doesn't quite go to hand for any of the Wesley College attackers, but sounds like a referee's going to call it back and saying the Tauranga Boys have touched it, and we're going to have another Wesley College scrum. Unfortunate there for Tauranga Boys. Could have been an opportunity they needed to take a lead heading into half time, but doesn't quite get to hand for them and Wesley College. Another opportunity here to hopefully add extras to the board and go into the halftime break with an extended lead. Currently up 8 points to 6 in the last 45 seconds of the first half. It's been a very even game so far, both sides going tit for tat, and Wesley College just so far having the upper hand at the moment. As we see Victor Field feed the scrum, but not to the referee's liking, and Referee just telling the Tauranga boys sides to get their heads right in. We pack down the scrum again, and we'll try and get it restarted. Victorfield feeding the scrum. 4-2 off the back goes to Daniel Vere, who plays out the back in some great shape there. Finds Junior Collins. Doesn't decide to pass and take it himself. He's got an opportunity to offload, and he does. Gets away another offload. It ends up in the back in the hands of Junior Collins. A big dive in the corner. And looks as though we might be in. Junior Collins. The big dive in the corner to extend their lead into the halftime break. A great little piece of off-the-cuff football there as we take a look at the replay. Had an opportunity here to pass, but decided to take it himself. Was a little bit of a safe option, but manages to get another chance to offload away. And he gets it away to his teammate. Ends up back with the offload ending up in his hands. Finds the space in the corner. And just manages to do enough to ground it. A great piece of work there from Junior Collins to extend their lead heading into half-time. 12 points to 6 up over Tauranga Boys College. With a kick to come. So not too much left longer in this first half. No doubt this conversion will probably take us into the halftime break and allow a chance for Tauranga Boys to regroup and refine themselves again so that they can reset leading into the second half. And for Wesley, a great confidence booster for them heading into the halftime break. As we see them move in, the ball just doesn't quite get there, and we'll head into the halftime break. Wesley College currently leading over Tauranga Boys, 12 points to 6 in our Boys Championship matchup here at Bruce Pulman Park. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in the not too distant future with a recap of the first half and more Nationals action here at Bruce Pulman Park here in Takanini.
We understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec will keep you operating.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
This is some story right here! It's glorious! absolute feast.
E tangata whenua Aotearoa e tū, e te tai tokerau e tū, hoki anga kuikui e tū. New Zealand stand up, this is our time.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Bruce Pulman Park for your New Zealand Rugby League Secondary School Nationals. Currently at a halftime break for our boys' championship matchup between Wesley College and Tauranga boys. Wesley holding a 12-6 lead as we take a quick look back at the first half. And we just see a good carry there from Malta Tausala. Just filling in at dummy half, find themselves breaking a couple of tackles and dots over for the first try of the game. And then we saw Tauranga boys strike back just as quickly through some great work here from Maiki at a dummy half. Spots a bit of a gap, takes a crack, and he spots a hole and dotted over. And then we saw Epeli Pohiva with a big dummy to fool the Tauranga boys defence, breaks through their defence and dotted over. And then a great piece of work here from Junior Collins at the back end of the first half. Broke through a couple of would-be defenders, got it out to his winger, got back up, regathered the offload of his teammate, and then dived over in the corner to take them into 12-6 at half-time as we're back underway for the second half here at Bruce Pulman Park. Wesley College with the first touch of the football here in the second half. A bit of a messy play the ball there. Plays allowed to continue, says the referee, and Pohiva with another good carry here to start our second half. Edwards in at dummy half. Another messy play the ball there. And the referee spots that one just a bit too... Trying to go a bit too quickly there was a Pili Pohiva and gets caught napping with a wonky play the ball. And the referee allows Tauranga boys to have an opportunity here to get their first hands on the football. Some pretty good real estate here for Tauranga boys. About 42 metres out from the Wesley College try line. And Tauranga boys just priming to get back into play here. Off the back of the scrum, they find Tevita Tavalu. Just looks up at his option, breaks through the initial contact and gets taken. Ends up getting taken there. They find Baker Taingahui out of dummy half. Some great work here from Tauranga boys to start the second half here. Get to a quick play the ball. Maiki out of dummy half. Gets it to Tevita Tavalu. He's looking dangerous, says Tevita Tavalu, and he's still going. Breaks through another would-be tackle there from Wesley College, and a bit of momentum here for Tauranga boys. They've just got to play off the back of this. Some great first-up contact there from Homer Fotu for Wesley College. Just leading into the back end of their set now. They find it to Lessar. Plays on the inside. Fine Moataane. Some great eyes up there from Sean Lessar. Finds Fine Moataane in the middle. And they break through and they pounce first in the second half. Tauranga boys 12 points to 10. As we take a look at the replay, Sean Lessar just looking to his right. Sees a couple of markers napping. Moataane charging through the middle of the field. And then just does enough to cross the try line and dot over for Tauranga boys. And it doesn't get awarded. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here as we take another look at it. Moataane charging through the middle. Doesn't quite get there in the end. The referee didn't quite agree with it, so we're going to have to stick with that decision as we carry on with Wesley College. Finding their way up the field now. Just shy of the 40-metre line out of their own end. Taingahui out of mark. Some great work there from him to put pressure on the Wesley dummy half. And putting pressure on Wesley to slowly work their way back up the field. They find it back to the middle of the field now through Cohen Leao Pepe and breaks the initial contact there. And Wesley College rewarded with a deep penalty there just for a bit of high contact. And now they've got another great chance here for Wesley College to extend their lead. They got to choose a tap and go here and just continue using the power of their middle forwards. And they go to Fotu. They play out the back to Daniel Vea and they find space. Out on the left edge here through Eric Tausala. Breaks through a couple of tackles and he's still going. Gets the offload away to Fotu. Fotu fakes the dummy and takes it himself. Homer Fotu. And he's over. A great piece of play from Wesley College off the tap. Extends their lead as they work up the field. 16 points to 6. What a piece of play there from the Wesley side. Homer Fotu adding the extras as we take a look at the replay. Just taking a tap and go and playing off the back of it early. They ended up in the hands of Eric Tausala. Steps back in, breaks the tackle of Lesar for Tauranga boys as well. Gets the offload away for Homer Fotu. Dummies it and takes it himself. Takes on Tavita Tavalu. And he's just too big, too strong. Gets around the fullback. And he dots down and the referee agrees with that one. 16 points to 6. Wesley College leading over Tauranga boys at the moment. Not how Tauranga boys would have wanted to start. And David Vea, just doesn't quite have the extras on that one. And 16 points to 6. With just under 15 minutes left to play in the second half. It's been what we thought was going to be a good start for Tauranga boys. Doesn't quite go their way up the other end. And then Wesley march back up the field. Get a penalty off the back of that. And then play off the penalty. That'll be a bit of a confidence killer there for Tauranga boys. It's not what they would have wanted to start the second half. But for Wesley College, the scoring off tackle one like that is something that will definitely boost their confidence leading into the rest of this clash. As we see Tauranga boys just working their way back up the field now, and gonna be interesting in this last 15 minutes to see if Tauranga boys can muster up a comeback there. They've showed glimpses of promise and show that they're not going to be a side that'll walk over easily. But Wesley College definitely showing their power. Got a very big forward pack as we see Tavita Tavalu getting us back underway. Ends up in the hands of Collins, passing it off to Leo Pepe. Enough space to wind up by the back fence and he breaks through the line. Cohen Leo Pepe tries to dink around the fullback and he breaks the contact. What a place to start for Wesley College. 35 metres out from the Tauranga try line. And they go left. Victor Field does well to hold on to it. Gets around the first defenders and it's a big contact there from Whitney Moore to Ane. The near try scorer for Tauranga boys a couple of minutes ago. But Wesley playing off the back of momentum. 4-2 plays it out the back to David Vea. Vea finds out the back to Junior Collins. Doesn't quite go to hand. But there's space in front of Tauranga boys. Baker Taingahui breaks the tackle. Gets tackled eventually, but they've got a bit of momentum here, does Tauranga boys. They want to start playing off the back of this. A good carry there out of dummy half from Christian Lewis Wilson. Finds himself over the halfway line to start their set. And exactly where they want to be with a full set of tackles up their set. A great carry there from Lesar. They settle it back towards the middle through Lua Tia. And was going to be a big effort there from Tauranga boys, but just doesn't quite go to hand. And Wesley College ending up with possession of the ball through a scrum. About 31 metres out from their try line. And a bit of a repriever for them to catch a bit of a break and find their time to reset and get themselves back into the game as Tauranga boys as well. As I see them slowly starting to pack their way in now. David Vea to feed the scrum. They get it out to Victor Field. Nearly finds a space with a big contact there from Sean Lessard. Gets the offload away to Vatu Wali, and he's away. Doesn't quite break through again. And now they need to just settle their attack and get back towards the middle of the field. Does Wesley College. And must be a knock on here against Wesley College. Seems as though we might have lost possession here. And we're going to end up with a Tauranga Boys College scrum. As we take a quick look at the replay. Good tackle there from Howard Harris for Tauranga Boys. Lennox Akana just trying to get a quick play. The ball doesn't quite hold on to it. You could probably argue both ways on that one. But on this instance, the referee's gone with Tauranga Boys. And now they've got a scrum 45 metres out from their try line. Off the back of the scrum, they go to Lessard. Plays it out the back. Some great pressure there from Eric Tosala. And it seems as though we'll pack down another scrum this time. This time it should be Wesley College's feed, and that's what the referee agrees with. Some great pressure there from Eric Tosala. You could just see him shoot off the defensive line there, and put a lot of pressure on the Tauranga Boys attack to take a hold of it and hold on to it, and they couldn't quite do that. And now Wesley College ending up with the ball 35 metres out from the Tauranga Boys try line and wanting to capitalise on this to extend their lead from 16-6 to hopefully something bigger. Whereas Tauranga Boys will want to limit the opportunities now and will want to start working their way back into the game as they go blind from Futu. He finds David Vea, who spots the space in front of him. David Vea just finds it inside to Haima Futu, who gets it away to Lamise Tuaisi. And off the scrum, Wesley College. Wesley College capitalising on that one, and Tuaisi adds the extra 4 points for Wesley College. As we take a look at the replay, just some smart play here from Haima Futu. Draws in the halfback of Tauranga Boys. Finds David Vea. Vea hands it back off to Haima Futu. Probably could have taken it himself, but hands it off to Lamise Tuaisi to add the extras for Wesley College, extending their lead 20 points to 6 with just over 8 minutes left in the second half. And Junior Collins going to look to add the extras here. Probably not the best effort that he would want to see either, but Wesley College 20 points to 6 over Tauranga Boys with 8.5 minutes left in the second half. As we take a quick look at Junior Collins' conversion, that'll probably be one we see on TikTok later, and not for the good kind of highlights either, but he's definitely starting to feel it now at the back end of the tournament. Obviously they've already played a game this morning, have both sides, and especially when you've been doing the Ks that he's done throughout this game, it'll be a big effort for him to get back up and carry on. So Tauranga Boys back at halfway now, and Wesley College 20 points to 6 up over a Tauranga Boys side who will want to finish this game on a high. And we get the game back underway through the boot of Tavita Tavalu. Goes a bit over the head of Victor Field. Ends up in the hands of Penny Vai. And we see them starting this set about 15 metres out from their own end. Edwards out of dummy half. Gets it off away to Futu, who finds Lennox Akana. Needs to get a quick play the ball here so they can carry on the momentum. As we slowly start to see Junior Collins make his way back now. Futu nearly plays it short to Apeli Pohiva. Sean Lessard getting in the way of that one and doesn't quite hold on to it. So we're going to see a scrum with Wesley College's feed. And some great eyes up there from Sean Lessard to nearly take possession of that one. However, doesn't quite hold on to it, and Wesley College packing down the scrum here. As we see, Wesley College just doesn't quite get to hand for Junior Collins, and a bit of wonky service there from Victor Field. And Tauranga boys ending up with the ball here about 40 metres out from the Wesley College try line. And a great chance here for Tauranga boys to hopefully strike on the scoreboard if they want to have any chance of clawing back this lead that Wesley College are holding over them at the moment. Just slowly starting to pack down the scrum now, and they get it off the back of the scrum to Lesa, who finds Tino Tusitino off the back of the scrum. And Wesley College will just want to hold out Tauranga boys here as we start to work down towards the last 5 minutes. A big carry there from Moa Ta'ane. He's been impressive for this Tauranga boys side. Has Moa Ta'ane some good carries from him. Nearly scored a try earlier on as well. Just didn't quite do what the referee needed to in order to get it. A great carry there from Tevita Tavalu to just settle the attack. As they go, as Maike darts out of dummy half, gets a good carry and breaks the first up contact, but David Veer stops him in his tracks. About 5 metres out from the try line now, they go to Lesa, just drops under Govil. He takes a few defenders to stop this. Govil goes close, but not close enough. And leading into last tackle now, they'll need to get to a kick here, this Tauranga boys. Lesa fakes the drop under, doesn't quite get it to Josiah Sawa. And they come up with an error on last tackle, so inside the last 5 minutes now, Wesley College will just need to hold on to the football from here on out and completely get to their kicks, and they'll just need to do enough to hold on to the lead here as Wesley, as they're starting to work out of their end now. Lennox Akana taking a good carry there to start their set. Bit of a wonky play the ball there, but referee says it's all good. And another great carry there from Apeli Pohiva. He's been great for this Wesley College side as Pohiva. A nice little dart at the dummy half there from Jermaine Edwards, and David Weir fills in. Goes left to Victor Field. He's got options there. He gets the offload away. The Toa Isi finds Eric Tausala, who finds Ruakura. Just takes the tackle, which is probably the safe option, and they're going to need to go quick, but unfortunately, you can just see Rua's got a bit of a cramp there, and probably not what he wants, especially when they want to get a quick play the ball here, does Wesley College. And the referee's just going to move the play in a little bit just to keep the game going. Hope that it's just a cramp for quarter and nothing extra as well. As we see the referee just wanting to get the play back underway now. Vea in at dummy half. Finds Leo Pepe. And another great carry from him. He's been impressive off the benches, Cohen. Leo Pepe just comes on and a couple of tough carries. They go right. Fortu tries to play short. It's a Daniel Penny vibe, but doesn't quite stay in the hole there. Homer wanted him to. And Tauranga boys starting 10 metres out from their try line. There's still a bit of a hint that they might come back. They're showing some good signs here, but Tavalu with a good carry there, starting to pull up a bit. Ginger is Tavita Tavalu, and they're going to just need to close out the game here, Wesley College. Working up over the 30-metre line now with Tauranga boys. They go down the blind side again. A good carry there from Howard Harris. Finds some space out on the left edge, and they break through the initial tackle. He manages to stay in. Some good work there from Tauranga. Going to need to work back towards the middle now, and they do so through Sawa, who finds Sean Lesay. Puts a kick up. Let's hope he's got some chasers, otherwise he's on his own. And Junior Collins is back there to pick up the leftovers. Gives him a bit of a goosey. And a great saver there from Junior Collins to start the set. As all Wesley will be looking to do now is just finish the game on a high. They don't need to overplay their hand. A nice little carry there from Vatu Waliwali. And just playing it safe now. They get an early kick away from David Vera, and they get downfield. They're going to just need to play it safe. Tavita Tavalu doesn't quite get a hold of it, but neither does David Vere. And looks as though that might be full time here on field 1. Wesley College holding on 20 points to 6 over Tauranga Boys College in this Boys Championship matchup here at Bruce Pulman Park. Nearly at the end of day 1. 2 more games to get through. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with you soon with more Nationals action here at Bruce Pulman Park.